Disc golf is a sport that brings people together, from tournaments and league competition to work days on the course. This is one sport that even though you compete with yourself, you'll end up making friends on the course. This is also a sport that brings couples together. Take the story of Leslie DeMarc and Steve Brinster. Leslie had just moved to New Jersey and been there for only 6 months when she caught the eye of Steve Brinster.
We met here at Warwick at an ice bowl. It was 6 years ago now at the 2001 Ice Bowl, and
February 11th.
I saw her, and we communicated a little bit on email before we met, but I saw her and introduced myself, and that was kind of it. We were two disc golfers and looking for love.
Yeah. Actually, I remember when he walked up to me on hole 1, it was right before the round, and I had just moved to New Jersey 6 months prior and had just started playing disc golf about a year before that. And this guy walked up to me, and I just remember his blue eyes and said, "Hello, I'm Steve Brinster," and that was it. I knew that was the person I was going to be with, and proceeded to shoot high scores because I couldn't think about anything but him.
Well, it was a good start, and we've had a lot of travel since then, and it's been a wonderful relationship for us.
We asked them what's it like being a couple that plays disc golf.
It's the best. I mean, we get to travel, we both have the same passion, and we both want to go to tournaments, and we both want to play good, and we have a lot of the same interests, and so we're just perfect for each other.
Right, and you know what each other is going through in tournaments. You know, there's definitely highs and lows, but you know how to be supportive and just try to help each other, you know, being positive and encouraging the other one on and off the course.
With the two of them sharing the same passion, we wanted to know where do they see themselves as a couple in 5 years.
Hopefully we'll be a couple of world champions. I mean, I know that's both in our sights and both in our capabilities, and you know, as we develop as a couple, hopefully develop on the course the same way, and just keep that going.
We actually got engaged last May when we did the California National Tour swing and are planning a wedding for next April. So, you know, we are going to be together forever and hopefully throwing frisbees with our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Well, with wedding bells coming in April, it sounds like soon-to-be Steve and Leslie Brinster will be having an exciting 2008. And even though Steve and Leslie are soon to be married, we wondered what it would be like to be a married disc golf couple who met on the disc golf course and have children. That's where the story of Amy and Mike Moser comes in. Before becoming a couple, the two of them have been playing for years, sometimes in the same tournament, so it makes it hard for them to recall how they met.
You know, I don't have one particular memory of us meeting, but I just know that because I started playing tournaments pretty soon after I started playing, and, you know, being both in the Middle Atlantic region, just started running into each other. So we knew each other for about 5 years before we even started dating.
Even though they had known each other for 5 years before becoming a couple, we wanted to know what brought them together and what makes their relationship work.
I'm gonna say we view the world and things in the world a lot the same way, and I think that's key. And when it comes to major things like finances and things like that, we agree. So they say the biggest thing couples fight about is money, and we don't, which is great.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we agree on all that stuff. It's easy to agree because I'm easy to agree with on all that stuff. I don't really care. It makes it easy for us. But yeah, and the fact that we both play disc golf, you know, that's probably a big part of it, because disc golf takes up a big part of your life when you're really involved in it, especially as much as I compete. And it's easy for her to understand and to want to go places with me. You know, the disc golf family, the community is both of our communities, so we're both part of this world.
With the both of them being top contenders in the Open division, we want to know what draws them to the sport.
I was addicted immediately. As soon as you figured out that you know, if you just turned it a little bit this way, it would actually go where you wanted it to. It was all over.
Yeah, definitely the same. It's a very addictive sport. Once you start playing, it's a lot of fun, and you can't stop doing it. You want to do it every day. I got into disc golf when I worked for Fairfax County, and we were taking a break one day at work and went to a park, and I was walking around and found a disc golf course. And some of the guys at work had played before and said, hey, you want to go out and play? So I went out and played with them the next week, and the rest is history.
The Mosers are actually a family of 4. They're the proud parents of a son and a daughter. We wanted to know how they have jobs, play in disc golf tournaments, raise a family, and still have time for putting practice.
Hey, yeah, practicing putting, we don't do much practice. It's more like we just go out in the backyard and kind of throw frisbees. Kids like to run up and slam them into the basket, so they're always kind of in the way while you're practicing if you're doing any of that. But
Right. And on top of that, you know, we both work, and we opted to work opposite work schedules so that we could take care of our kids ourselves and not put them in daycare. So, you know, I work days, I come home, we pass the kids at the door, and then he goes to work at night. So not only don't we see each other, but we don't get to really play that much disc golf in a sort of a practice forum. So, but I also like to say that I think Mike has the distinction of being the best golfer with a job and a family and a wife, clearly.
This piece shows how disc golf can have a positive impact on the community as a whole and its individuals, and how the love of a sport can become the love of a partner. For Disc Golf Monthly, I'm Todd Cottrell.
Hi, this is Avery Jenkins, and you're watching Disc Golf Monthly, the show that brings you one step closer to the sport of disc golf.